was.
It definitely felt like a weekend.
Yeah, it felt like a weekend, man. But
yeah,
it was definitely, you know, bucket list type of thing for me.
yeah. No, it was great.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Definitely a bucket list type of thing for me.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. We're live.
Okay.
Retro Talk Forum back in the building for another dope episode. We got a very special guest that we met in Portland, and your table was kind of ducked off in the cut.
Yeah, John and I got there a little bit later than everyone else, and I took what I could get. I asked, like, all the tables were full, and I was like, "Can I use that one?" They're like, "Yeah, fine," and I just kind of took it over. I also went overboard, bringing a little too much, I think.
No, you did. You did exactly what you needed to do.
Exactly.
Don't never think that.
I was gonna say, you got to the third. That was Thursday night, right?
Yeah, that was Thursday night.
The stories that matter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think we got there. By the time we had got there, everybody had set up on the table. So we kind of, the little bit we had, we was in the back by where they were doing the interviews.
Yeah, like by the kitchen. There was like a little kitchenette counter area over there.
So, right.
By the stairway, right there by the stairway.
Right.
Yeah, that's where we were.
Yeah.
Yeah. And was that your first gathering that you went to?
I had been to 2 of the gatherings in New York.
Okay.
Yeah, Aaron had the 2 gatherings at the Soho House prior in downtown Lower East Side, and I was there and just got to meet everyone. It was the first time. That's the first time I met Tom and a lot of the other guys, Sigma and those guys, and just some people I've known just by face, like PG knows. I met him many years earlier, like standing online in front of Kith. We were just chopping it up one day. So there were a lot of people that like I recognize or know the names or I've conversed with online here and there. But for the most part, I was meeting most people for the first time.
Okay.
And it's just, again, it's like Aaron's making those rooms that he's making the rooms for the people that didn't fit. And we're all finding each other. And once you get over being a little like nervous or anxious or like reserved, you realize that like you're in a room with the people you're supposed to be in a room with, to have the conversations, to connect over these things. And yeah.
So was that your first time meeting Tinker?
Yeah, that was definitely my first time meeting Tinker.
How crazy was it when you saw him walk in?
It was pretty crazy. It was a little surreal. I had an inkling that it was going to happen, so I wasn't like really crazy, but like, yeah, it was pretty interesting. I actually didn't speak with him. He, again, just being a rather reserved person, when I see a lot of, like, everyone was trying to get to him and have their minute with him, and I was just like, it's like a little too much. Like, I'm going to step back. If I see him have a moment to breathe and he seems alone for a second, I'll approach him. But he was people were really excited to be speaking with him, and I don't know. I didn't want to press it, and the moment didn't open up, and I regret it a little bit. But also, it's fine. I don't think it's going to be my last chance to see him. I'm confident I will see him again at some point in my life. And
so you didn't get anything signed? You didn't get anything signed by him?
No, I didn't get anything signed. And honestly, I don't know what I would have gotten signed. Like I would not have him sign like a pair of OG trainers. And like had I been tipped off, if I had been really confident that he was coming, I probably would have brought like the box for the OG Trainer 3, and I would have brought that like in like a Tupperware box and had him sign that.
I got you.
But like those sneakers, I can't travel on, and I can't take those with me anywhere. I mean, I brought them to Soho a couple weeks ago, but like that's as far as they're gonna go. So maybe I would have had him sign the box, but I don't know. Like there's a weird thing. I don't know. I have weird thoughts and feelings about like this thing we call our sneakers and like what we do. And like they're mass-produced objects, and
Yeah.
so and I think that like we're all kind of like dealing in like a participatory like fiction. Like we're all like buying into this thing. It's like how money exists because we all agree that it's money. So like these things have value because we've given them value, and but the value is like really personal, and I don't know. It's I have a lot of like I don't know. I have a lot of feelings about sneakers, and some of them are good feelings, some of them are bad feelings.
I think all of us are the same way. I have
Yeah.
a love-hate relationship with sneakers.
Yeah.
I mean, think we all have a love-hate relationship with sneakers.
But I really avoid talking about sneakers with people that are not into sneakers because I don't know. It seems sneakers seem like they can be a little trivial, and they're like these like aspirational items, and we have hundreds of them, and some people don't have shoes, and we've got lots of shoes, and so like I think that there's certain people I just won't talk about sneakers with because I think that they won't understand it, and I'm not trying to convince someone that what I do or what we do is the way to be. And it's just like I come at it from my vantage point, and that they're design objects for me, and I come at it from that. So I'm a bit about me. I'm an architect, so I'm a designer and a researcher. I do a lot of drawing. I do a lot of like technical work. So for me, these are designed objects, and I'm interested in how they're put together. I'm interested in how they wear. I'm interested in how different iterations over the years change, whether it be superficial, like different leather colors, or if there's actual different techniques in how they're put together and why that happened. So these are all, I think that's where sneakers click for me. Like, I think I have a very different origin story than other people. I don't come to sneakers as being a sports fan. I don't come at it via Michael Jordan. I come at it from being a kid growing up in the 80s and 90s, and Nike just being this massive commercial behemoth, and just like having great commercials, having great colorways, and like really interesting design, and like looking at the shoes. And I went to, like, I'm an architect, and I was born an architect basically. Like that's just where I was always destined and headed to go. So I can look at the shoes as a child and see something in them that later, when I started studying architecture, I could see what the shoe was trying to do, and what the tech was, and why it was derived that way, and where it was going. And then later in life, learning that Tinker was an architect, it like all started to click. It's like, oh, this is why I understand this language, because the person who designed this speaks the same language as me. We have the same pedigree, and so that's where it all clicks for me. And that's why also my collection is so specified. It's such a niche. Like for the most part, it's two sneakers. It's trainer ones and trainer threes.
Yeah.
Trainer twos are great, but they have such a butchered history that it's kind of hard. Their lineage, they started out as TWs, then became twos, and then they were very much pushed off to the SB side for a while. So they just had a very weird history. So it's harder to track down. And it's just harder to, like, the line inside of its history is harder. But the trainer one and the trainer three, or what we call the trainer three now, have much cleaner genealogy lines. And that's why I kind of focus there. And the trainer three is just, as my name shows, that is the sneaker for me.
So real quick, because you kind of introduce yourself.
Okay.
Introduce yourself, and then we want to know your origin story, because this is
definitely, because this is amazing off the start.
Right. Okay. Exactly. So yeah, just let the people know who you are, and your socials, and then just kind of like because there's some stuff you touched on that I want to talk about. You know what I mean?
Sounds good. Yeah.
And first of all, I'm Hop 18. This is Black Caddy, special guest J Trainer 3. Just let them know who you are, man. And
all right, everyone, I'm J Trainer 3, otherwise known as Joshua, a Brooklyn native, lifetime New Yorker. Been into sneakers for most of my life, but to varying degrees, and through interesting paths and taking time off and coming back into it. The first sneaker I ever really remember needing to own was the Air Trainer SC2 with the Citroen colorway with the Bo Jackson. That shoe just blew my mind. I was going into freshman year of junior high school, and I had to have that shoe for the first day of school. And
you know what? Let me say this real quick. That shoe don't get the respect that it
No,
deserves.
not at all. Not at all.
That is one of, I'm not gonna be honest with you. That's one of my favorites as well. But go ahead.
Too.
Go ahead.
It's one of my favorites, and it's truly the origin story of where I started really caring about sneakers and thinking about them. And it's like freshman year of junior high school. I'm moving into a new school. A lot of people I know are coming with me, but I'm going to be meeting new people, and I'm like, this shoe is going to help set me off. We're going to set the tone with this shoe. And it had so many interesting things going on it. It had that like interesting like secondary cuff that kind of grew out of the shoe.
Mm-hmm.
It had the strap, which was like a lineage to the other trainers. The colors and just the ad campaigns that Wyden and Kennedy put together.
Yes.
Bo Jackson. I mean, I don't even think Bo Jackson gets enough credit. Like, I feel like kids today
his career was cut short. His
career
was cut short.
Yeah, the hip injury made everybody look at him differently. Some people, Beard Jedi, feel like he needs 1,000 yards in a season for him to be considered
he was a freak.
all time. Yeah,
I'm
from nature.
I'm from Alabama, so I'm kind of biased towards Bo Jackson, you know. So, but, yeah, my bad, Caddy.
Yeah, so
you're absolutely right. Like, he was a freak of nature. Like when he was on Kansas City, the throw that he made the catch he made at Yankee Stadium where he ran up the wall.
Yeah, dude, breaking bats over his head,
in his knee. Yeah,
it was just another like level of humanity that I don't think we've reached again.
Exactly.
Like if Bo Jackson were in his prime now, in like this LeBron era where you can you're dealing with metrics and science.
Oh man.
I mean, he'd be playing every sport and dominating every sport.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. So again, so Bo Jackson for me was more of like a myth. I wasn't a huge baseball fan, not a huge football guy, but like there was something about the story they were telling and the fact that this was the training shoe. This wasn't a football shoe. It wasn't a baseball shoe. It was the shoe for every person if you're at the gym or you're playing or you're doing something. So it didn't feel super sports specific. It felt like a shoe for living.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what like really sold me on it. And it wasn't till later that I'm a little kid when that shoe came out. I'm like 12 when it came out, and I wasn't aware of the Trainer 1 or the Trainer 2 TW or the Trainer SC, the original Trainer SC, which we now call the Trainer 3.
Mm-hmm.
And it was only going back later and discovering it later that I kind of fell in love with the 3, because the 3 kind of is like, that has like all of the blue, that has like all of the DNA that I really enjoy and really like. And as much as you and I both love the SC2, it's a hard shoe to wear. Again, like with like your jean stack, like that, the second cuff, it's cool, it's awesome, but it's a little weird, it's a little weak, and like it flops a little bit.
You definitely have to put your those, you got to put the jean cuff behind the tongue.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to say what they call it now, but you
don't have to. I know what you mean.
We all know. Yeah. And when you tie that shoe, like even when you tie it just tight enough to like actually stay on your foot, it has this weird where it like comes in and then like pops out, and it has like a very like Bugs Bunny kind of like thing going on to it. It has a weird profile, but by itself on the shelf, I think it's a one of one shoe. It's a gorgeous shoe. The colorway, the Citroen colorway, might be, in my opinion, it definitely is, but I think it is the most underrated colorway Nike's ever made. It is
classic,
gorgeous, and they never use it. They recently came out with the Trainer 1 in that like citron and blue and aqua colorway.
I have it.
I have it. I bought it. I mean, during COVID, as many of us did, we were just sitting online doing Nike IDs. I did a Air Max 90 in that colorway.
Yeah.
And on the tongue it says Citron Trainer. Mm-hmm. And like I have it, and it's I actually wore them to Portland. And I posted a picture of them when I got them. And then at one point I got a message on Instagram from a Nike account like, hey, we like your shoe. Can we use this picture on on the website? And I'm like, yeah, sure, of course. And then like 4 years later, oh look, a colorway shoe. Like so I don't know if I made that happen, but you can't say I did.
It's possible, you know. We know how that goes.
Yeah, I mean, it's their colorway; they own it. I can just remind them about it. But it is a beautiful colorway, and for a brand that likes to shuffle colorways through different genuses and different shoes, and moving like infrared to Jordan and into 90 and like cross-pollinating all those different colorways. The fact that this colorway has had so little use, and it's such a timeless. The white, the gray, and the citron and the teal. It's a great colorway.
How you are about that? That's how I am about chlorophyll. Like if they come out with like a chlorophyll colorway and it's a dope shoe, I'm gonna try to get it.
Yeah.
Like I was looking through your post and I saw you got the chlorophyll dunk.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite dunks.
Yeah.
I love that shoe. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
love that shoe. And I actually recently found the turf trainers in the chlorophyll colorway.
Oh yeah?
I got them on eBay for $50.
Wait, let me see this. I'm trying to think which one's in that colorway. Oh yeah. I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
That is a great colorway.
Yeah. I got these for $50, bro. $50. And you know they got the chlorophyll bubble in them. Yeah, I'm a sucker for like a chlorophyll colorway. So that's like I love that colorway on a trainer. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I always regretted not getting what's like the training sneaker they have now, the Metcon. When they had the very first Metcons, they came out in a chlorophyll colorway, like a bow colorway, and like it's not a shoe I would ever wear, but like I kind of regretted not picking it up just for the chlorophyll of it all, because. Yeah, like I have a post on Instagram where I have like a big pile of chlorophyll sneakers, like all of them, regardless of what model it is. Hey, John just popped in. How you doing, John?
Yeah. Appreciate everybody coming through in the chat, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah, so I mean, for me, it's not about sports. It was about design languages and the stories that Wyden Kennedy was telling for Nike, and just that pervasive culture that Nike was in the 80s and 90s, and like bright colors, hit the ball as loud as you can, Agassi, those kinds of things.
Yeah.
It was just creating a lore that was bigger than sport. And I know it's a brand rooted in sport, but it was bigger than sport. And for me, it was just a cultural thing. And then getting older, going into high school, I'm at the High School of Art and Design studying architecture. And now we're in like the backpack era.
I was going to ask you, when did you realize you wanted to become an architect? Like when, and you know, that's something that I've always kind of.
No, I know the exact moment. I know exactly where it was. I know what I was doing. So in New York City, when you're getting ready to go to high school, there are thousands of high schools, and you have to apply to high school like you do in like going to college. So they get every kid a catalog this thick of every school.
That monster public schools book.
Yeah, and you have to apply. Some of them you just apply with your grades. Some of them you have to do portfolios. Some of them you have to do interviews. Some of them you have to do auditions. And I was leafing through the book and just messing around, and like alphabetically, all of the majors were in alphabetical order, and I just see architecture, and like I just looked at the word. And it's not a word I didn't know, but I just looked at it, I was like, yeah, that's what I'm supposed to do. Like I remember sitting in this classroom looking at it and saying, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I was supposed to be doing. I was really big into Legos as a kid. Still enjoy a good Lego nowadays. I do Legos with my son all the time. And I like building things and making things, taking things apart, understanding how they work. So just seeing that word one day on a piece of paper, I'm like, oh yeah, that's what I'm supposed to do. And then I just applied. I had to do a portfolio. Had never made a portfolio. Always liked drawing and drafting. Made a portfolio. I ended up getting waitlisted. I didn't get accepted initially, but before the semester started, I guess someone turned down their slot and I got offered the slot. And yeah, and then I just went to school and I had 2 semesters of architecture every day and did that for 4 years at school. And I'm not going to say I've never looked back, but it's what I've always done and it's what feels most correct. And it's how I identify myself, not because it's more important than like being a person or a father or a partner. It's just that like it's the lens that which I see life through as an architect. I see the world as an architect, so it's how I identify, and it just feels like the most natural to me. And I've had issues with the industry and the career, and it's not always been an easy career path, and I've struggled with it myself personally, but it's who I am. So then going to high school, like this is now backpack era rap. We're talking like 92, 93. We're talking Black Moon, Who Got the Props. I know you guys like that song in all your posts.
It's the theme song.
And it's backpacks, it's huge North Face backpacks. And now it's like all about ACG. It's all about Timberlands. It's about Solomon. Like I had a pair of Solomon boots in 1994. My favorite boots I've ever owned. I every day now that they've come back, Solomon, I'm like, just start making retros. I really just need these boots. These boots were huge. It was like a ski boot. It had Velcro on it, and it had like an articulated ankle, like a hard plastic articulated ankle, which is very reminiscent of the trainers. And it was like these boots were huge. They had the zipper that covered over the laces. But yeah, sneakers again were really important, and it wasn't about sport at this point. It's all polo in sizes, 2 sizes too large, North Face, Timberland, ACG, backpacks with carabiners, like hats to the side. And it's just like, and that's just how it was. And it was just like, it was different sneakers. It wasn't trainers then, but it was just Nike, and it was about being outside, seeing people, being seen, and like there's nothing better than having a fresh pair of sneakers. And high school is the first time in my life when I had more than one shoe in rotation. Like when I had the SCIIs, the SC2s in junior high school, I wore that shoe every day for the entire year. That shoe was destroyed.
Yeah.
And then the next year in junior high school, now that we're backing up, I had the Nike Flight Light highs, like the black and purple pair.
Yes.
The Tippins. Love that shit. Yeah. And
I think that's another one that needs to come out, like that white and I don't want to call it Vogue. What's the color? What's the proper colorway? Black. I think you got a pair, don't you?
The White Men Can't Jump colorway?
Yeah. I love
There's some green and a little mango and some other colors. Yeah. Those came out not too long ago though.
Some years ago.
Yeah, it was like 2014 or 2015, something like that.
Yeah, so I had those in the black and purple. Love those, but destroyed them. But then high school, you start to a little bit more money. You're trading with people, and you have a little bit of a stash, and the sneakers last longer because you have more of them.
And you're actually taking care of them and cleaning them.
Care of them.
Yeah.
But also in New York, where it's such a pedestrian-centric environment, your sneakers are getting a lot of wear. Like you're walking everywhere, you're on the subway. Yep. Like it's hard to have a sneaker, especially back then, last for a long time because they're gonna get wear. Unless you're only wearing it once or twice a week, it's gonna get broken down. But I don't know. I don't actually know where I was going with that, but I'm trying to think about like my entire history and the sneakers that were important, like the Armadas and the Rivadercis were really important.
Oof.
And I remember I had a friend, my friend Pete, he also really liked sneakers, backpacks, and everything. He liked the Puma discs because it was just, this was like a new technology. Like, what is this thing? And those early discs were like, they were cool. It was awesome. It was just trying out different things, and it was just a lot of fun and experimenting and like finding yourself in the things that you like. Yeah. And I like, there's that quote from now I'm blanking on the movie. In High Fidelity, where he talks about like the things you collect, they're not like the things that you collect kind of define you. They're a snapshot of who you are, and like you're starting to find at that age in high school, you're like experimenting with different brands, you're trying different things, and you're kind of like finding your voice and figuring out who you want to be and how you want to represent yourself. Because I mean, that's what we learned from the ads, that like these shoes communicate something to other people. It becomes it's about it's like semiotics. There's a language that is unspoken between people that understand it, and like we know what that means. If I see you wearing that sneaker, I know who you are. I know what you're into, because I know that that's not a normal sneaker that just sits on a shelf. You have to go seek out that shit.
Right.
And like and like I like even now, like I don't present as a like from the ankle up, I don't look like the typical quote unquote sneakerhead or person in the sneakers. I wear selvage denim and a black shirt every day. But from the ankle down, it's a different shoe. It's bright colors, it's different things. And because sneakers matter to me, and that's how I kind of present myself. But other parts, like it's always a black shirt. I mean, when we were in Portland together, it was always a black shirt. Like, that's all I wear. It's a black shirt, selvage jeans.
Well, you can always match anything with black.
So. That's the thing. I like having a uniform that like easily works with everything. And it also came like in architecture, we work a lot of we work crazy hours in school and in art and early in your career. And like, it became easy. Like, you don't know that I haven't slept in 2 days because I'm wearing the same clothing. But even if I did sleep last night, I'm wearing the same clothing. So like, it becomes a bit of a camouflage. It becomes a uniform, and it's just. But then I have the sneakers, and that I speak there, and that kind of be a little bit of a personality. But like, I remember going to a sneaker store. It must have been like so on 34th Street. It was probably a Foot Action. It was probably 2014 when all the tech challenges were coming out. And I went in on my lunch break, selvage denim, black shirt, and I asked if I asked the sales girl if they had a certain colorway in the shoe. She's like, and I was wearing a pair of tech challenges. She's like, "You're wearing them with a shirt, like a button down? Never seen anyone do that before." It's like, you've never seen anyone wear sneakers with a button down shirt before? It felt so. I was like, it's just clothing, like.
Yeah, for real.
She was like, really like. I can only wear them with a t-shirt, and it felt like I felt a little seen and like called out, but also like, no, I'm right. This is okay.
I think it's funny that like now you see people wearing like full-on suits with tennis shoes.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, with sneakers. You know, but in reality, you know, I used to work at Foot Locker, so when we would go to managers meetings, that's what we would do. We would wear suits with sneakers.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we would match our ties and whatever with the sneakers. You know what I mean? So we was doing that years ago.
Right.
But and it was kind of, I ain't gonna say it was frowned upon, but people looked at you crazy.
Yeah, they did look a little weird.
You know, but it's just funny how people do it now.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. Like they're also just like the pants that you wear with a suit are not made for sneakers, and they're meant to fall lower and they're too tight. Like there's a lot of issues in terms of like tailoring. But I've done it. I know my when we had our baby shower for my son, I actually had a pair of pants tailored specifically to be worn with a certain pair of sneakers that I wanted to wear. And I know John Migdal made fun of me. He was clowning on me because he's very much of the mind that you don't wear sneakers and suits together. And I am, for the most part, I agree with that. I feel like if you're wearing a suit, wear some hard bottoms. If you're every other time you can wear sneakers. But That one day I wanted to be silly and but I got a pair of pants like tailored, and the tailor was like, "What are we doing?" I was like, "I'm wearing these sneakers, these bright red sneakers. They were Flight 89s, and that all red that came out in the white box era with a black suit, and I felt good and I had fun that day. So that's what it's about. It's about having fun. And
Flight 89 is that another one that you liked outside of trainers?
I don't know. I liked it at that when they were coming out. This was in that like Kanye era where we're coming out with lots of like monotone sneakers, and that shoe, it just fit really well, and it's a good walking around New York shoe. It's a little tough, and it's a rugged shoe. It's a little less prissy than like the Jordan 3, because it has fewer material changes in it, and it's like it has the same sole as the 4, right? It's a little like it's a little less finicky than the 4, and it was just like a good tough shoe. And those monochromes, I kind of like fell in on that. I was really into the monochrome at that point. But like classically, it's not a shoe that like I just had like a brief era with that shoe. I still have them all, but like I had like a year and a half where I was like wearing those a lot. But I actually there's design elements about that shoe that I've later realized I don't like. I don't like the piping on that shoe. I think it's a little weird. All the piping on the edges of all the material.
Like the front part of the shoe.
Yeah. There's like on the edge of all of the material cuts, there's like a little like round tube of like material. Yeah. And I think it's a little weird looking nowadays. And on those pairs, it was like a little like I think it had like 3M in it, so it would pop a little too much. So
I just go for the OG stuff. As far as that silhouette, I just go for the OG stuff. OG colorways anyway.
Yeah, the OG colorways are much nicer, but at that moment, that was also a time when I was buying so many sneakers back then. There was a point when I was going wild, and I was buying.
We all been there.
I was buying 2-3 pairs a week and buying multiple. I was buying multiple, like doubling up and buying like 3 pairs of sneakers a week, and it was a crazy time. And I don't know, there was a real like ferocity to it, and there was a lot of momentum. And in New York City, like when you're just in that environment and you see like the resellers, and it's not about like there's just the clamor for it just makes it all.
It's a rush.
It all. It was a rush, and there was it was a rush. It was a rush, and like go on.
So Jay, you growing up in Brooklyn, what were some of your favorite stores that you used to go to?
So I didn't do a lot of shopping in Brooklyn. By the time I was like late junior high school, early high school, when I was like out on my own, like traveling the city on my own, not out on my own. I mean, Tenton Trails was big for me downtown. It was a full-fledged like camping store for like actual like people that were doing rugged things. But my friends and I were there buying boots and backpacks and North Faces. Renaissance which is the store that then became David Z's that Ronnie worked at. That shop before it was David Z's, it was like Renaissance was big, and like Canal Jeans, and it was just a lot of different things on Broadway and on 8th Street.
Right.
Yeah. But I wasn't hitting Fulton Street until much later in my life. And I know Paragon, I got a lot of pairs of Paragon. And then just small shops. I mean, Kings Plaza was where I did all my sneaker shopping as a child growing up. My parents would take me there. We'd go to Foot Locker. And
I haven't heard that name in a while.
Oh, Kings Plaza? Yeah.
Yeah. But my mom used to take me there all the time.
Yeah. That was a kid. That was the shit. Like going to Kings Plaza and then getting a little older, going on a date with a girl, just walking around the mall and just pretending that's a date or something. I don't know. It's just And I also remember like you go to the mall and then like you go to every sneaker store before you decide what you're going to get, and you want to see if there's anything on sale. Do they have a different color? Yeah.
Yep. Who had the best price? Yep.
Yeah.
Salespeople looking at you like you ain't finna buy nothing.
Yeah.
You're like, I'll be back.
Yeah. Oh, there was also, so I lived in Midwood, and there was on Kings Highway, there was a sneaker store. Oh, I can't even remember what the name. It was like a local mom and pop shop, but it was large. It was like 2 stories. And I remember going there. I have a very vivid memory of going there like daily and staring at like this Sampras sneaker. And I didn't even know who Sampras was at this point, but it was the shoe that had the Kevlar wrapping around the toe, like that gray Kevlar, and thinking like, oh, I have to have these. These are amazing. And I would go in all the time and just stare at them and look at them and like, never ended up getting them. They ended up disappearing one day off the shelves. But I can't remember the name of that store. I'm gonna have to look that one up.
It's not Tents and Trails, is it?
No, he sent 10 Trails to RIP. That was the camping store that closed down sometime after 9/11, and then with the residential gentrification of that neighborhood becoming too expensive for a camping store.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember I'm gonna have to look into that. I don't remember what the name of that store was, but I used to go there all the time. And everything was just like bright yellow and hot pink. It was all that like the 80s, 90s kind of almost surf colorways. Yeah. Yeah,
you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
What was the I don't know if you've said anything, because I was checking on my niece. She had a wreck, totaled her car out. So
all right.
Airbag deployed, so of course the chest hurting, and I think they said her leg swelling up, so they just rushed her to the hospital for precautionary measures,
Oh wow.
But my question is, I don't know if you talked about this. What was that first shoe that you bought with your own money? I don't know if you already said this or not. Like with your own money that you bought, if you can remember. And if you have it, it'll be nice if you can pull it out.
I don't have it, but I also don't know what it is. I can't think of what the first sneaker I ever bought on my own was.
If you can't remember the first one, what was the first one that comes to recent memory that you bought?
I don't know. Like, I don't know. There's been so like, I don't know. There've been so like. Trying to think. Let's see.
I mean, you had a lot of shoes.
Yeah. I've had a lot of. I've had a lot of shoes. I went from not having a lot of shoes to then very quickly having a lot of shoes. Actually, I think one shoe that I'm pretty sure I bought. It was high school, but my parents were still giving me some money for shoes and clothing. But I definitely bought these on my own. This was, again, heavy in the ASG era, but the Avia Los Gatos, it was this weird shoe, and I got it at Paragon. It was like the last one in the last size in like a backpack like corner, and I was like, what the fuck is this thing? It had a neoprene sock. It had the laces. It had double eyelets on either side of the tongue, because it was a neoprene, so it laced up the center and back out in this like bright red lace, and it had like some like loose cable that it like locked into around the ankle at the top of the lacing system, and there was a lot of foam in the back. I know the foam crumbled after about 3 years, but that's got to be the shoe. And this is a shoe that like there's like 2 pictures of it online. I don't have a picture. Oh, the Armada was also another one I bought for myself. It was in this like bluish purple colorway. It was a blue suede with purple inlays, like a purple mesh. And that shoe. Yeah, those are probably the first 2 shoes I really bought on my own, like after school one day, like had a job, was walking around with some money in my pocket, and after school got those. Yeah, it's probably the Armada and the Avia Los Gatos. And I had a good friend who I'm still friends with today, Domingo, and he was fucking with me because he speaks Spanish. I don't speak Spanish. He's like, Los Gatos, you know what those are? It's like, yes, I know it's a cat. But I remember him like ragging on me because it was Spanish, but I couldn't, because we were in Spanish class together, and I was horrible at Spanish. And he spoke Spanish at home, so he was obviously doing well in the class. And he would always make fun of me because I had Spanish on the side of my shoe, but I wasn't doing well in class. Yeah. No, I forgot about that shoe. That's a good one.
Yeah. Was that a trail shoe?
Yeah, I mean, I would call it a trail shoe because it was definitely it was like in a mustard and a green with like a tan. It was definitely in that ACG mode, and it was meant for like outdoor. There's a picture on my IG of it somewhere. I tracked
like you said, you probably won't see that shoe. If you do, it's far in between, man. You're not gonna see that shoe at all.
No, and Avi is not gonna start retroing that shoe.
Nah, not nothing like that out the blue.
No, not at all. I know a couple years ago when they like started to relaunch and they like had like an IG presence, I think they started following me and I started messaging them. I was like, "You need to bring this shoe back. I need this shoe." I didn't get any response.
They caught a lot of flack, man, for that whole rollout of that 880.
Yeah,
they caught a lot of flack from that, man, and then a lot of people got chargebacks, and they didn't send people that actually bought that shoe. They didn't never send them the money or the shoe, and they just shut their whole page down and shut the whole site down.
Really? I hadn't heard of that.
Man. There was a lot of people mad at them, man, because they took a long time to bring the shoes back. Actually, that's what it is. It was called Via's back.
Yeah.
And they. Luckily, I got mine, and
I would say you got your pair.
I got mine and my pair of socks. I just hated for the people that didn't get theirs, and they're just sitting there waiting, man. So, RIP to them anyway.
Yeah.
What up, Chill?
Shout out to Chill Town. So I know y'all was talking about a trainer a while back. I was trying to figure out which one you were saying. Was it the trainer 2?
The SC2. You was talking about
the Yeah.
Okay. So that's the one with the first one that had the removable strap, right?
Yeah, that one had a removable strap. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So what was this, about a couple of months ago? I bought a low top pair of those that they only came out.
Here you go bragging.
No. I'm just saying. But they did have those in '89 as a low top, but they never came out, as a retro up until like 2014.
Yeah.
And I was just wondering, like, why would they not, if they're so geared on low top sneakers, why not bring that one out as opposed to the mid?
Yeah, I don't know. It's an easy shoe to do because like the only difference between the mid and the low is literally that like inserted cuff that like comes out of it. That shoe almost always felt like it should have been transformable. Like that should have, if that shoe would come out at a later date, like in the Kobe system era, that would have come out and you could have like worn it as a high or a low. Yeah.
Good analogy, yeah. And I like it better. I like it better as a low. It just fits better. It looks cleaner as a low.
Yeah.
Some shoes. Prime example, the DT Max lows that just came out, the black and white ones. To me, that looks way better without the strap and a low top. Just my opinion, and I don't even like that shoe.
Yeah.
So I think some shoes look better low top.
I think also just in this era, I think we're all more predisposed to lows. I think highs, it's all cyclical. It'll probably come back, but I think everyone just likes lows more nowadays. It just seems more comfortable. I think a lot of the science behind like a high top turned out to be not so true. And I think I don't know if there's actual benefits to it. But I think
you see a lot of the ball players now, they just wear low tops.
Yeah. Well, all the Kobe's are low tops, and that's
it seems like all the basketball shoes are inspired by the low top Kobe's now. Somehow, some way, Yeah,
it's almost like there aren't different models. It's just like they're all Kobe's kind of.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not gonna say I'm still a stickler for a high top basketball sneaker. I'm still a stickler for that. But when it comes to just say like something that's for like comfortability, especially a trainer, And the trainer 2 is a perfect example of between a high and a low. It looks way better to the low. Now I do love the highs or the mids, but the lows just look so much cleaner, less bulky. And that's the key, is less bulky. Because you can actually wear that with pants and shorts, as opposed to what I was saying earlier.
Yeah, the SC2 looks really good with shorts, and I don't wear shorts famously, and but that shoe looks really good with shorts. But but I think I know some people. I don't know. I've heard people online talk about like you can only wear this, you can't wear that with shorts, and I'm like, all basketball shoes are made to be worn with shorts. Most sports shoes are made to be worn with shorts.
It ain't like you've seen no NBA or college players out there with their warm-up suits playing in the actual game.
Yeah. Yeah. So. Yeah.
Yeah. So I know you got y'all have any other questions that you want? I did want to kind of ask you this though. You said earlier that you didn't get into the shoe game by through sports and things like that. How does that look to you? Looking at a shoe, like when you look at a shoe and you're trying to break down the technology, are you deconstructing it in your head? Is that like what you're doing?
It's not about like deconstructing it. It's about like understanding, seeing what forces were assumed to be that were going to be taking place in this shoe. Like I'm going to pick something up. Well, I'm going to pull up something, not something too crazy to start with, just something chill.
He said, "Watch this. Watch this."
No. This okay.
I'll put you on the big screen.
Okay, so it's just. This is just a plain. This is a sample. This is a sample, but it's an easy one to talk about because it's just white. So like this shoe, they're talking about lateral movement because you've got like this outrigger over here, right? So this is about like left to right, and then you've got with the wings here. This is about like you're running forward and you're trying to like stay in the shoe, and you're just like reading those forces. And this like so in architecture. On churches, we have flying buttresses that do this, and they hold the walls of a church up because you've got those like 4-story open spaces that are creating a lot of force that want to push the walls out because you've got that steeple roof.
Right.
So you have these other walls outside that are kind of pushing up against it, and very often you're cutting holes in there because you want to have the force push back, but you're trying to reduce the amount of weight. So this is about taking weight out of the shoe. And it's about like reading those kind of like physical sciences in something that kind of like attracts me to it, and like seeing those things. And like, again, here we're cutting out, this is about keeping you strapped in, but we're cutting out where we don't need the material because we're trying to make it lighter, we're trying to make it breathe more.
Gotcha.
Now, I also acknowledge most of the technology in this shoe or a shoe from this era it's performative technology, and not so much like it's performing. It's like it's showing you what it wants you to think it's doing. There's not much tech in this shoe, and I actually think that tech and the actual development of serious tech in shoes for me has been the decline of the design because there's less designing and there's more actual like science. We're going to do heat mapping and see where the pressure actually is. And this is designing, this is Tinker saying, well, I want your foot to stay strapped in. So how am I going to keep your ankle strapped in? Well, I'll extend this over here. And it's more about they're making a lot of assumptions, and they're kind of just telling a story about like, you're moving so fast, you need to be strapped in. And it's that kind of it's kind of you're tinkering, you're playing around with ideas, and
stuff.
You're just trying things, and if you land on something and it looks good, it's good. But there's no tech in this shoe, really. Like there's an air bubble.
How do you feel about like those same elements that you're talking about? They put those on the Tech Challenge.
Yeah,
it's almost like the same shoe.
Oh, I mean, it's the same shoe. It is. It's just, it's the same shoe. It's the same era. It's the same designer. It's all the same elements. It's you see that he's working through the same ideas, but talking to different athletes, and letting their feelings on what they need kind of like push it here or there. Like this needs more left to right. Agassi needs more forward, and you see that like that picture where Agassi is always like dragging his toe like this,
Right.
and he's letting those movements kind of inform his design language at that point. But I mean, this shoe and the Tech Challenge are basically the same shoe. They're not cousins. They're half brothers. Like they have the same father, Tinker. They just have different mothers. One is for Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson's the mother of this shoe, and Agassi's the mother of the Tech Challenge.
Yeah, baby mama.
That is
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, they're the same shoe. They have the exact same DNA. They're talking about the same things. They're just dealing with the physics and forces slightly differently. But it's illustrative. It's like I'm talking to you about it and telling you what's happening. But there's not much tech in this shoe, really. It's not like Flywire. That's real tech. And then the way they can like measure the forces on those things, that's real tech. But then the shoes are getting so thin. So they're losing all the paneling, and when you lose that paneling, that's when you really a shoe starts to fall apart for me because there's no design. Like
that's why the athletes are busting out of the shoes on the basketball court now.
Right. Yeah, and like, but also like in terms of just like the design, like there's no like design perspective. I feel like the designer has been taken out of. They're still designers, and I respect what they do, but they're more engineers than they are designers. They're tracking down the problem and trying to look at the symptoms and trying to alleviate pressures and do like that. Where Tinker was like drawing, he was doodling. He's like, what if it looks like this because his foot does this, and I notice when he's running, his shoe does that, so I want to like counteract this. But there wasn't real science. Like this is just a bunch of guys with pencils and I don't know.
But I can imagine, and I don't want to keep bringing it up, but I can imagine the conversation you and Tinker would have had, over that shoe and.
Yeah, I agree.
I would just want to be in the room when y'all have that conversation.
And like, I do regret not talking to him, but I almost feel like that room was. One, he's probably had that conversation with a million guys like me, a million architects who also like sneakers, and every other guy that likes sneakers. And it's like, I don't know. I don't want to be.
It would have been different, bro, because y'all
it may have been,
the same background,
No, it may have been different.
And the reason why I say that is because like when Black got his shoe signed, Black pulled his shoe off his foot, the pressure, he had the air pressure on, and Tinker was just like taken aback. I think he said, like, I've never had anybody ask me to sign this shoe. And, Black asked him a question. I'll let Black tell the story real quick.
No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
He sat there and had like, I know people was looking crazy and looking mad because he sat there for about 10 or 15 minutes just talking to him about that shoe.
Oh, really? I missed that. I didn't see that.
Yeah, because Black just asked him, why did you put this red dot right here? And the explanation he gave, you probably wouldn't have even thought of it.
What was
the reason why he did it? He said it was to take attention away from the bulk on the back, right?
Oh yeah, I actually do remember that conversation. Now that you're saying it, I do remember hearing that. Yeah.
And the thing was when it was crazy because when Tinker walked in and when we took that group picture, I don't know if you saw it, like me and Black was like right there, and I grabbed him. I said, "Man, come on over here," because Tinker was right there by us. We was sitting right there by him, and it was just one of those things. And after everybody kind of broke off, I'm not gonna lie to you, I took advantage of the situation. And that's I was like, I went and grabbed my shoe, and I was like, "Hey, can you sign this?"
Yeah, I do regret not talking to him, but like I don't know, it felt like
I understand what you're saying. Yeah, you did. I understand.
If I was going to talk to him, I would want to talk to him for like 30 minutes, and that wasn't the room because other people would want to talk to him too. And like, I don't know, it just I didn't want to just have
That's what they would have been saying. I get what you're saying, man. Because even the 10, 12 minutes I was talking to him, I just felt like, okay, man, well, You have a good one. He just kept talking, you know, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna stop him from talking, you know what I'm
saying? No, you don't stop the architect from talking. When he's talking,
right. He's talking about my favorite shoe of all time, so you know, let him keep talking.
Mm-hmm.
But what was my question? So the Trainer 3.
Yeah.
The Trainer 3.
Greatest shoe ever.
What makes that the greatest shoe ever in your eyes?
I think it's a heavy, bulky shoe, and I like that. Like, I don't know, as a New Yorker, from a culture where like people wear Timberlands all year round, it's a rugged shoe. It stands up to weather. You can really beat them down, but also it has the different elements. You've got the plastic, you've got leather, sometimes it's the paneling and the composition of the panels and the different perforation types, and it's a great canvas for design, and it looks great with jeans. I wear jeans every day of the year, and it's just, I don't know. That sole, what it's telling you everything. Yeah, I don't know. It's so expressive in what it's doing and it's a fucking painful shoe. I know for a lot of people it hurts a lot.
Yeah, that pinky toe, I'm trying to tell you, man.
I think my pinky toes just don't feel anymore because I wear Trainer 3s every day.
He's like, I'm used to it.
They're just vestigial, like they don't really do anything anymore, my pinky toes. But it's just a great shoe. It's got a great toe. Like when you look down on it, it's just a really good shoe. It's just got great proportions. And I also think that because it has so many panels and it is a little bit more complicated, I think they get the paneling and the actual construction per pair better on this shoe than they do a lot of shoes. Like, so if you see here, like this curve here, it's picked up in the outsole here. There is that there. And on a lot of shoes, you'll see pieces like that where they don't like line up correctly. I know, like on Air Max 95s, very often the ribs coming through aren't lined up with the lace loops like they're supposed to be. And I know like the AirTech Challenge has a lot of issues about like where the lava splatters come up to and come down to. But this shoe, there's like a lot of the different elements pretty much always line up. Like they're all like, you're always getting this little bit of here and these little lineups. Like it's because it's a complicated shoe, maybe it makes it easier to line things up because there's more reference points, but it seems more consistent in its construction, which as a person who's just detail oriented and I spend a lot of time looking at the same shoe over and over and over again, I kind of appreciate. And I notice on other shoes when it's not correct.
I never paid that any attention about that lining up, the sole, midsole lining up.
Yeah.
Back in '88 when that shoe came out, I was in high school. I'm gonna tell my little story about that. This is probably one of the reasons why I love this said colorway. So I'm going to school in Alabama. My dad, he stays in Chicago. So I gave him a call. He said, "Hey man, what you want for your birthday?" I told him, I sent him a picture of what I wanted. It was a Medicine Ball Trainer 3s or an SC Trainer back then. Well, I'm thinking, okay, man, I'm gonna have me a fresh fit. I'm gonna have these fresh sneakers going back to, first day of school back in September. Pops let me down.
Yeah.
Pops let me down. You in Chicago, with all the stores up there that probably carry the shoe. We didn't have that many stores down here in Alabama like they do up in Chicago.
Not
so
at all.
What I got in the mail was totally different from the picture I sent him. I know what picture I sent him because
I have a question. How did you send the picture? Like in the mail?
In the mail. This was back in '88. Yeah.
Okay, so you said I sent him a picture, and I'm like that. I was like, nowadays just send pictures, but like you actually mailed him a photograph.
I mailed him a picture.
You like cut it out of a magazine.
I took it out of a Sports Illustrated book that I was subscribed to. So when I get the shoe back in the mail, I'm hyped. I'm happy. I'm ready. I'm open the box. I was like, man, this ain't the box that this shoe's supposed to come in. You know? And I'm like, okay, well, the box don't matter. I open the shoe. It's a white and blue Skyforce.
Hmm.
Did the colors at least match?
Hell no. It wasn't even no medicine ball nowhere on that shoe. It was just white and black. I mean, white and blue. A white and blue Skyforce from '88.
I mean, no, there was no other brown shoe out then. Like
exactly. That's the reason why I wanted it, because it was so unique, man. That colorway right there, man, it's got to be one of the top 5 colorways of all time.
I agree.
I don't care what shoe you put it on.
Yeah, medicine ball colorway. Yeah, like I was saying about the chlorophyll, medicine ball colorway. You can't go wrong with the medicine ball.
You can't go wrong with the medicine ball, man. That's one of the reasons. So I have a love-hate relationship because of my dad. Thanks, Pops. Appreciate you. But yeah, that was my little story about that, man. So is the medicine ball your favorite colorway in the Trainer 3?
It probably is, because when I think Trainer 3, that's the colorway I think. If you just say Trainer 3, I think that colorway. You'd have to specify a different colorway for me to think of it as that. And which is also weird because I'm not a brown guy. Like, I don't like brown that much. Like, it doesn't factor in. It's the only brown shoe I own. I mean, they don't make a lot of brown shoes, but it doesn't seem like it should be my favorite colorway, but it is. But I think, again, that's a lot about like me projecting onto it my memories, and it's just, this is what it's supposed to be. This is, we've been talking about it so long. I'm gonna bring it out now. I'm gonna show. This is. Yes. We're talking about it. This is this is a dead stock OG pair from 88-89 of the Air Trainer SC. Wow. Not a 3.
Not a 3.
Because this came before the SC2.
Man, look at the perforations.
The perforations are amazing on this shit. Yeah. And the leather holds up.
I want to ask you about that tag once you get finished.
Okay. I mean, the leather holds up. Like, if as we were saying before the show, like Andy from Sneaker Preservation Society, he had a pair too that he got a little while after my pair, and he sent them over to get them resold, and I think that they're probably wearable. The leather holds up. This is quality leather. I mean, I wouldn't put too much pressure on these. The plastic wings. I mean, the fact that this has this much spring is still pretty amazing. I'm not going to put too much more pressure on it, but this pair is just
amazing,
and
it doesn't even look like the side paneling has any oxidation.
No,
on the sole, the outsole.
No, not that much.
No. Outrigger.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and I mean, I was lucky enough to get, like, it's a DS pair. It's still got the hang tag.
When can I ask around when you bought that shoe? When you got that shoe?
I think
have you had it for a while?
I got it during. I think I got it during COVID.
Okay.
Maybe a little after COVID. I don't know. Yeah, probably a little after COVID. I think. Yeah, but like.
You got the arch support.
Arch support.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's all here. I mean, it was a complete set box. Even have the paper.
I was gonna say, it's got the
booklet, everything.
Oh, I mean, this, like,
that in itself.
Like, finding this, like, I wasn't wearing Trainer 3s when they came out. I didn't know about them, but like when I started to like delve deeper into it, and like for my love of like the Trainer 1s and the SC2s. And then like the first time I saw this, it was just like, yeah, of course I love this shoe. Like, because like the mind that it comes from Tinker, like, it's just, I understand that person and I understand what he's doing here. And just to see this like buildup of how the shoe was layered. like, yeah, of course. It was another one of those eureka moments, like when I decided, like, oh, I'm going to be an architect because I just saw it in a catalog. Seeing this just made it all click. Like, yes, of course, it makes sense. It seems almost inevitable that it is.
The box still looks in pristine condition as well.
Yeah, the box is in pretty good condition. Got a little glue staining, but we call that patina.
That's character, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we were talking about how like I'm really interested in like the design and the iterations. So okay, so here, this is the OG 8889. Here, this is the 2003 release, which is the second retro. The first retro was in 2001. It has the same SKU. There are also LEs, and I think they were both limited to like 3,000 pairs, I think, each year. So this is number 2559. This one.
So that's a numbered pair?
Yeah, it's a numbered pair. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I didn't. Oh,
yeah. The LE. Yeah, both generations of the LEs are numbered. And then we skip to 2014. Is the next retro. So now look at that.
Yeah.
So the original. No, but this is what for me. This is it. This scene here, which doesn't go all the way up. It's like a slice, and then they taper it in. Here in the 2003, it's two separate pieces spliced together. But that line doesn't continue here.
I noticed that. Yeah.
And then it's completely gone. By the time we get to 2014, completely gone. And so it's interesting, like going through and like I'm interested in when did that come out? Why did why did that detail get taken out of the shoe? And at what point did it get taken out? Like the Biotechs obviously don't have it. This is the newer one.
Yeah,
but,
I have a pair of those myself. Yeah.
But the 2002 OG does have it. And this is just like those are the things that like beyond like the perforation. Like I know why the perforations are not the way they used to be. It's too expensive and they're not using leather that's good enough that can sustain it. But why is this slice not here anymore? Like why do we not have that? Wait, what is it? What's Andy saying over there? So Andy's saying that 2014 is closer to what he originally wanted.
Yeah, what he wanted.
Right. And then like here, this is the 2019.
Yeah, that's the pair I have right there.
So this pair is much more, this is the 19. This is much more plasticky.
Yeah.
And it's not as nice. And if you see, this is what I was talking about. It has like this art, on the edging of the material, whereas it's just a cleaner, like through coloring on the leather. The tanning on the leather goes all the way through, and here it looks very surface, and you're seeing a different color on the cut edge.
I've never that 19 pair premium? Because I know the 14 pair was premium. Can you answer that too, Hop? If you know if it's premium or not?
It's just called a QS. It's not doesn't have a
QS. Yeah.
Oh, it's just a quick strike. So okay, because 14 said premium on the box.
Yes, it does. PRM, Air Trainer 3 Premium. Yes. I think I do have a 2001 pair as well somewhere, but it's in storage, and I did not dig it up. But then, like, going back to like the stories and the like design iterations. So we talked about like this is the original Biotech. This is the retro that came 18 years later.
How close?
I mean, they're not terribly close, but they're not like.
It's the perforations, man.
The perforations and like
are larger.
This purple here is a little brighter and has a bit more shine to it. The older one, but I mean it's older, so maybe it might just be the age.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna chuck it up to age.
What about
that toe box stitching or the toe cap stitching?
Yeah, I mean it's all just a little bit different, and it's just not like the retro is just not as nice. But that's not why I'm showing it. I'm bringing it up because what about this? The Missing Link.
Ooh.
2012 sample pair that wasn't released.
Ooh.
Totally different. So this sits between the two. Now you start to see some real differences in the color.
Ooh.
And like what could have been. Because if we had gotten this one, I don't think we're getting this one.
Right.
No.
And this one makes this one, the release, look really good. Because this is not a very good retro. The colors are all off.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of like the soul. I think the soul colors on the are nicer.
I like the navy
here.
blue. The navy blue don't
Yeah.
look bad.
Yeah, navy blue with the olive and
Yeah. I mean, because this is a blue on the original. It's just a really dark blue.
Dark blue, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But it's just interesting to see. And then again, like, so this first one, this is just an SC. This is before the Trainer 3. But the box, I think the box, Andy, I'm sure is out there somewhere. I don't have the box for this with me. I think the box for this trainer says Trainer 3, but the tongue says SC. And then this one obviously says Trainer 3, because we're in that era at that point.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But the unreleased sample just because they're trainer says nothing. Yeah. So they've always been a little like, I don't know, they're a little fast and loose with the nomenclature because I think they've messed with it so often that they don't feel like it's that sacred. And a funny side story, I was once at some Nike activation where they had like a wall of old shoes and like a little story going on. And they had them in chronological order, but they put the Air Trainer 3 after the SC2. And I'm like, no, that's not how that goes. Like they actually in the store had them in the wrong order because the numbers have been messed with so much that they had the SC2 and then the the Auburn colorway is now the SC, but that used to be the SC3.
Yeah, that used to be the 3.
Yeah, so they had the SC2 after the SC. And I'm like, obviously, look at the shoes. You can tell, like, from the design languages, like, they're not, this is the wrong order. But, like, the numbers, because it's the SC and then the SC2, even though the SC used to be the 3.
So my question is, I mean, I guess this is for everybody. Why did they change the SC trainer, SC3 to SC trainer? Why did they go away from that?
I think it was just the most popular one, and it was the one that they figured they were going to drive the hardest, and it was just easier to lob off the numbers and make that kind of like the flagship shoe of the line.
So basically, they just flip-flopped the names then.
Yeah, it's really weird. I don't understand it because it's not like there wasn't an SC,
right?
Because even if you want to call that the SC, then start calling what's now the Trainer 3 the SC1. Like give it its first number because it never had a number. It was just the SC, and then for a while it was SCB, bring back, I believe.
Early 2000s.
Yeah. Oh no, that's what the box says for this one. It's the maybe.
Yeah, that's what he says. It says
the Air Trainer 3B. Yeah, B. And Andy swears that that's from Bring Back. I don't know if he has actual receipts on that one, but that's what he's always told.
Maybe that's a question that needs to be asked at the next gathering.
It might be. Yeah. Let's see what else.
I was gonna say, what else you got over there, bro?
So this is another sample. This is a kid sample. I somehow ended up with.
Is that patent leather on the toe?
It's not really patent leather. It's like a shiny. I don't know what it is. This. Hold on, this one's better. I somehow ended up with 2 pairs of this shoe. I think it's not really a patent leather. I don't know, because it almost feels like I don't know. It's not patent leather. Because it's a little too matte to the touch.
Uh-huh.
And
it almost kind of looks like it reminds me of do you have like the latest USA Trainer 3s?
Yeah.
Is it kind of like that material?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, it almost looks like it should glow or be reflective. Maybe it almost looks like it's black 3M that doesn't actually glow or reflect.
I get what you're saying.
It's just like a weird. It's a weird vinyl,
like a 3M without.
Yeah, it does have a vinyl. It has a vinyl.
Yeah. But so then there's this pair. This is a kids exclusive pair, and this is a patent leather. It's been beat to shit, and it's got the very odd fire hydrant pack. I don't know. I've never gotten the story behind what the fire hydrant. I know there are other sneakers in the fire hydrant pack, but I don't know what the story behind it is. But this is just a fun little kids exclusive only.
Did you pick up the chlorophyll colorway in the kids Trainer 3?
I do. I do. I don't have any with me. They're all in stores and they're all dead stock and for my son. So when he.
Oh, okay. How many pairs did you get?
I think I have 3 pairs.
Man, look, when I saw that shoe, I was like, and I found out it was only in kids. I ain't gonna lie, yeah. I was a little upset. I
agree because so there was at one point there was a chlorophyll men's colorway of the Trainer 3.
Really?
And Andy has pictures of it. I have a picture of it on my feed somewhere.
Was it a sample? Was it ever released?
I think it was a Japan release. Because the only place we've seen it is in a Japanese catalog. That's the only picture we could find.
They dropped the kids one a few years back, about 5 or 6 years ago?
5 or 6 years ago. Yeah, maybe more now.
I think it was probably around that 14, 15 era.
Okay.
Probably. Yeah. But no, I think it's old. It's from the original run of the Trainer 3s or the Trainer SC. And it was a Japan only colorway. I have not seen someone Atlantis. I can't remember his full name. On IG has a pair.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah, he has a pair. I went to ask him. I was like, "You ever gonna get rid of those?" He's like, "No." I'm like, "Well, if you think about it, just give me a call." Yeah. Let's see. So again, I don't know. There's a lot of. So right now, my mission. It's been on hiatus right now because of the construction and just lifing.
Me and Caddy doing the same thing. We're trying to look over the.
Yeah. So this is another kid's. This is actually not a kid's colorway, but I've only have it in a really small size. I think it was a European only release. It came out when I was buying sneakers. I don't know how I missed it because I would have bought it. But I've only been able to find one pair on eBay for sale. It's got a camo tag. It's a weird red nubuck, and it's a weird, fun shoe. I wish I had it in my size. I would wear the shit out of this shoe. Yeah.
Hey, put me on a big screen real quick. I was just looking at that shoe, man.
Oh.
Just looking at it.
Yeah.
2015.
2015. Wow.
Just looking at that shoe.
Yeah, I would love to find a wearable pair in my size because I missed that pair and I don't know how I did it. And I don't know, there's something, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but because a lot of these shoes, I have a pretty niche focus because it's really about the Trainer 3, which is not a huge shoe for the public. And I think a lot of these shoes are not that interesting alone, but it's when you see them in conversation with each other and you see how they change and evolve and how different generations of designers have applied different colorways. This is a totally different shoe. I mean, this could be an ACG. I mean, Trainer 3 would be a great ACG.
I like that colorway.
I'm gonna go to eBay right now.
This is a great colorway. This was from a pack. This is the picnic pack. This was the 3. This was the 1.
Oh man.
Yeah. The leather on these two shoes
look amazing.
This is the best leather I've ever seen on a pair of shoes.
Man,
the
look
suede on these.
Look at suede. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. The mini. Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah. The leather and on both of these. And then there's a pair. I got this I'm pretty sure I got these from Donnie B Souls. If you're not following Donnie B Souls on IG, you should be, because he's a guy in Italy and he gets a lot of weird, rare samples and different things, some old, some new. This is a sample, never released. This is all my assumption. From looking at these two next to each other, I think that this is an alt pair from this pack. The leather quality, the ages match up, and the vibe is just very similar. And I feel like this is probably an alternate that didn't get made from this pack.
Mm-hmm.
And that just, I mean, samples are always fun because it's the path not taken. It's always interesting to see what could have been. I know sometimes Nike releases shoes that like, oh, this is the one that got scrapped. And I think sometimes they shouldn't do that because it got scrapped for a reason. But as a one-off, to have a sample, I think it's really interesting to see the road not taken. But this is, when these came up and Donnie shot me a line and said, oh, I came up on these. They have weird markings on them that they must have been made in a slightly different factory, because maybe they were just trying out a new factory. These were made in Indonesia. The tag is the makeup tag is very different.
Oh, it's totally different.
To the point where I thought maybe they were fake for a while, but I've talked to enough people that I'm pretty confident that they're
legit.
Donnie B Souls has another pair of these on his IG right now. I know he was pushing to try, and he asked me if I needed another pair. I was like, I don't really need another pair right now. But
most of those samples that he has are like a size 9, 9.5, right?
Yeah.
Because that was gonna be my next question. Like, do you buy shoes that aren't your size?
I only buy shoes that are not my size if it's a sample, or if it's so old that even if it was my size, I couldn't wear it.
Gotcha.
Okay.
If it's still wearable, I'll wait till I find my size. But like the end goal, because life is easier when you have goals, is to what I'm trying to do is get every pair of Air Trainer 3 that's ever been released.
Mm.
Oh wow!
So like,
how far away from you are you?
I'm about 6 released pairs away, and I've seen samples. I mean, it's not like a Jordan 1 where there's like 50 colorways a year. They don't like there'll be 5 or 6 years at a time where we don't get one pair of Trainer 3s. So it's not that many pairs. It's like 60 pairs, I think, max. It's not even that much. And a lot of them are just like, this is like an all leather pair. It has no plastic on it. Like, this is leather here. Which is how the original kids pairs were. The original kids pairs, this was leather. It didn't have the plastic. And the original Trainer SC. And then this is like an all nubuck pair.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I think there's an all white nubuck pair as well. There's 2 of these all nubuck pairs.
Do you have those seersuckers by you?
Oh yeah, they are right there. And I was wondering if you were gonna bring them up. Okay. So this is the seersucker that released, complete with articulating. So no Velcro. It's got it's got a working button. Yeah, just like a seersucker shirt would have.
Sick.
Or yeah. So that opens up. It would have been nice if there were multiple buttons, so you could have like made it tighter, because it's basically just there's only one button loophole. So, but like, it's got different hardware here. It's got the grommets on every eye hole. Just a beautiful pair. I've gone through 2 pairs of these. They do not hold up very well anymore. It's got the nice script, but just a beautiful pair. But then, speaking of paths not taken, the black and white sample.
Damn.
Yo.
This pair, though, for the sample Velcro.
I know you haven't seen that one.
And they just sewed the button on.
Oh, okay.
It's got slightly different hardware up here. It's got the double here, and then it's got the grommets on all the other holes.
I like that black seersucker.
Yeah.
Do they have a blue one? Do they have? I
don't think they had a blue one. There was a blue of the trainer of the Air Max 1. There's a blue and a red of the Air Max 1. But I think only the red of the Air Max, of the Air Trainer released. I only learned this later. A friend of mine that I know from my wife's friend from childhood, her husband, baby daddy, he works for Nike, and he actually designed that pair, which I only learned of. I got my first pair of those during COVID. Did a lot of eBay shopping during COVID, I guess. And I sent him a picture. He's like, I designed those. I was like, really? I didn't know that. And he was like, yeah. So
that's crazy.
And then when I got this sample pair, I was like, this probably came off your desk. He's like, someone grabbed that out of the garbage? Because they just like they've got a grinding bin that they just throw them into, and someone will just go over to the grinding bin and grab a pair, and so
wow,
this is
that's
and then so then let's see so this is a fun pair that people like to look at and see, because this is this is the Air Max 360 Trainer 2. Ivan Jasper did a colorway, the Ferrari Murakami colorway. That's a 1 of 1 or 1 of 3. This is another weird colorway. There's one other like crazy colorway like this that pops up on eBay every once in a while. It's got a crazy like tongue tag, like disproportionately large, and just the colors are just amazing. And this not only is it, yes.
No, I don't want you to lose your train of thought.
Okay. No, my train of thought. So not only is this an unreleased colorway, this is an unreleased model. This model has never dropped.
So didn't they make a medicine ball colorway in that?
They did, but it never released. There were pictures of it on Sneaker News, but they didn't drop, which was frustrating at the time.
Yes.
And then so there's this pair, and then there is again little plug for my man Dynasty Souls. There is this, and I think Dr. Swoosh told me he has another pair from this pack with this tongue. This is this is a Spike Lee colorway. Got the Mars. So it's a traditional Trainer 2 or TW, but just another like insane, interesting, weird one-off colorway.
Is that elephant print on the front?
It is, yes. It's black on black elephant. It's kind of patent here. It's a little purplish. It's like a very dark aubergine, perhaps, on the inside. And the Volt hits. This is an interesting thing. The Trainer 2 just had some interesting moves on it. It really felt like I think it doesn't get as much respect because I think it was a little bit of an afterthought. They needed a filler. I think they were working on the SC and they weren't going to get it out fast enough. And I think they kind of took some elements. You obviously have the Jordan 4 going on here.
Yeah.
And but there's just a lot of weird, like this is a geometry you don't see very often where you have like this, the swoosh just kind of peeled back and there's not symmetry.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's got a lot of weird stuff going on in the Trainer 2, which it's interesting, but also just doesn't get a lot of love. And I hear you this is a remnant of like the SC2 with having that like second inserted collar. So you can see a lot of those languages.
How do you feel about them taking those trainers and to the SB line?
Oh, I like SB trainers. I think they're comfortable, and I like the way
the materials are.
Yeah, the materials are great, and that pair, the Arts and Recs pair, were a great pair. I think that was a top 10 pair of shoes last year. I think the colors were great. I think the whole rollout was good. I think they were better than the Dunks.
Yeah.
And then let's see. And then there's this pair. I'm gonna pretend like I'm. Oh, look, we all know about Undefeated, but do we know about the Undefeated unreleased?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I saw them on your page earlier, bro.
Yeah.
I saw them on your page earlier, man.
Yeah.
I was like,
So
this guy
unreleased,
right here.
unreleased colorway of the unreleased.
Is that a sample? Is that a sample size?
There's this, yeah, sample size 9. Can't wear it, but it is. And
But
this came out. This was
would
made.
have my foot in there and
Man, what you say? I was
So this came out.
Same thing,
This is 2013.
Man,
and we just got the Jordan 4.
Super clean.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's like.
And,
and again, that tongue tag is so huge.
Yes.
It's really disproportionate.
And the colors.
Yeah, the colors.
I
mean, the colors are just classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did it come with 2 strings or just those?
Just the one laces. That's the only
that
one.
Orange lace in there looks crazy.
Yeah,
look how it just pops with
just
it.
like the Fords.
Yeah.
Just like the Fords, man. Make it pop.
They just look sick, period, bro.
It's a great colorway. I don't know, like, again, I don't know why they don't make this colorway more. But I mean, they do, but not enough in weird places. It's a great shoe, and it's weird. I just like the weird things, the off-brand things, So this goes a lot. This reinforces what I've been talking about. So these are the rights of 2 different samples of the same shoe. Wow. And so I got these again from Donnie B, and I was like, no, I want them both. He's like, why? They're the same shoe. I was like, no, they're not, and that's why I need them both. Like they're just far enough away from being the same shoe. Like, yeah, for the most part, but like that changes the entire shoe.
Yeah.
Really
and again, like earlier I talked about, like, I don't like talking about sneakers with people that aren't into sneakers because they look the same to that person.
Mm-hmm.
But this, knowing how important the strap is to this shoe,
that inverted strap. Yeah, I was gonna say that. It makes it look different.
Yeah,
it makes it look different.
Plus, knowing that, like, for the most part, like when I was younger, like my pants were larger and like you didn't see most of the shoe. The strap was so important. So this would have totally changed how you wore this shoe.
Wow.
What kind of stuff do you want to see next? What do you want to say?
Hey man, just whatever you feel like.
Whatever you want to show.
Yeah. So it's safe to say if you had to pick between the trainer 1 and the 3.
Trainer 3. All day.
Go with the 3.
Every day, all day. Yeah. Not even close.
How did you feel about the chlorophyll SB Trainer 1?
I like it. It was really hard for me to get my hands on that pair. That pair in the little sizes just sat, but in the big sizes for the older peds, like that was a hard shoe to get. And
you know, it's crazy. I got that shoe off of it's probably the only time I ever hit on that website. What's the skate website? It's a skate website.
CCS?
Not CCS. What's the other
one? Premier.
Yeah, I struck out on Premier. Yeah,
I hit for them on Premier when they dropped, and that's like the only time I have ever hit on Premier, and I was so happy to get that shoe, and I got it in my size, and that's one of my favorites. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love the materials on there.
I love the materials. I've only worn it like once or twice because by the time, like that's all I got to wear. Like I had another pair, like an older pair that I was still wearing. And then eventually they retroed the straight, and I only had 1 pair of the SB, and I had 2 pair of the retro. So I was like, I'll wear the retro more. But like it was easy to get. Like I got a pair for my wife because she wears a small size. Those were easy to get because the younger kids didn't want it.
Yeah,
and then it was $100, bro.
Yeah, it was like, yeah. I mean, I remember exactly where I was that weekend, striking out on every website. I remember being very frustrated that weekend.
My bad. I didn't mean to trigger you, bro.
No, this is a pair I really like. It's got some patent leather on it. This is a John McEnroe colorway for some reason.
I can tell by the tongue.
Yeah, it's got the McEnroe tongue. And there's something about this colorway. I don't know what it is, but it's
the blocking and then the light blue.
Light blue with the red.
I love this shoe. Like John Migdal hates the shoe. He thinks it's an ugly shoe. I think this is There's something I don't know. It reminds me of something that I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like an old GI Joe like vehicle or something. Something in my youth had these colors, and it just speaks to me in a very like late '80s kind of way. And I don't know. This is a great shoe. I love this one.
Is that a sample as well?
No, this release.
That was a regular release.
Yeah. Oh, and the other thing that's nice about this pair is it has it's got the egg crate insole, which is the originals had the egg crate insole. This is EU exclusive pair.
Wow, that was like like an Eagles colorway.
Yeah, I mean it's a little bit more teal, or aqua, but it's a. I'm really liking the dark, like the dark toe cap. Like I think that's what these two have in common. It's very often you have the darker mud guard around the toe, and then this is lighter. But this is the inverting these two and having the light on the toe and having the dark. It's just really nice. It's a nice change up and variation. Let's see what else.
Do you have the Smile Now, Cry Later trainer threes?
Wait, what should that Smile Now?
Actually, they call them the Mardi Gras.
Oh yeah, yes, I have the Mardi Gras. Those for some reason there must have been something weird in the production line because every pair I've ever seen of those, all the plastic is cracked, all the wings. But I do have a pair somewhere. They're in storage right now, but I have. Did we look at this pair? So this is another pair.
It's white and black.
White and blue.
Blue?
Yeah, it's a really dark blue.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
And this has the seam. This is old enough that it has the seam.
What year is that from?
This is 2003 or 2002. Yeah.
I had a pair like that. The color blocking. I think the swoosh on it, the pair I had was white. And everything else was like that black color. I bought them at the outlets in like 2002, 3-ish, maybe 4.
Yeah, these were a more recent pickup, and that's just great leather, dead stock pair. Sole is getting a little sticky. So
have you ever thought about getting them restored, getting shoes restored?
I haven't, and I talked to Restorer when we were. He came down from Canada for the event at the Staples store because he had just done Andy's pair of trainer threes, and I told him I'm like I'm not there yet. I don't know. There's something about like letting them go peacefully that kind of interests me, and I've got enough of the ones that I can wear that I don't know if I need to.
What's in that box, man?
Wait,
the box you just opened.
It was just the last one.
Okay.
You already saw this pair. I was just peeking around. I was looking for this pair. I mean, everyone knows this pair, but I feel like you can't have a trainer conversation without talking about RIP.
Oh yeah,
yes sir.
Clark.
Oh yeah.
And Clark really Clark was really he was a special guy, and he really understood everything. Anything he touched, he really understood the intricacies of it, whether it be music, sneakers, just everything. He knew the important parts. He made sure it had the egg crate sole. He had the John McEnroe tag. And this is not a guy that plays tennis, but he understood the details of what made that. It was the little things that added up to make the thing. It wasn't just the shoe. It was all of the little elements and making sure they're all there. And then just this pack, and that every pair in the pack, they all look like they belong in the pack together. But there's a different treatment on the elephant on every pair. This is black and black, and some of them are black with gray lines, and other of them are gray with black lines. And and when you look at them separately, you think they're all the same. But every pair in the pack, the elephant has a slightly different tonality and change that make them just different enough to keep it interesting, but close enough that you can read them as being a pack and having a signature. And I think that's really interesting, and that he really got into the details and nuances of those things. And
how many pairs of those you got?
That's my only pair that I've ever had. I got them in a trade about 2 years ago.
Okay.
I got those and a pair of the Jordan 1 High SB, the first one, the Lance Mountains. I traded that for what were those weird colored dunks, the furry ones from the kid that goes, no, the Girls Don't Cry guy. What's his name? He's the Japanese designer. I can't remember.
Shoot.
They were like pink and like they were like Easter colorway, but they were furry.
I know what you're talking about.
I can't think of the name of
corduroy,
it. There was and there was like there's corduroy and there was like a plush doll that came out around the
I know what you're talking about. I just can't think. I can't think of the dude.
I traded that and some other like of the moment hype shoe for those two shoes that were like grail level shoes for me. And like I don't know, grails is another thing that like I think people throw that term around a lot.
How you feel about it then? I mean, like,
well, I mean, it's just that, like, because you can't afford a shoe doesn't make it a grail. That just means you like things you can't afford. Like,
right.
I would love to have a Land Rover right now. I can't afford. Yeah, Verdi. Yes, that was it. But like a grail should be something you cannot find. It's not about money. It's about like it literally doesn't exist anymore. The scarcity is such that you have to hunt. If it's sitting on StockX and it costs $2,000, it's not a grail. It's just expensive. You just can't afford it. Like just because you can't afford it doesn't make it a grail. You might like it a lot. It might be like your dream shoe. A grail means you have to hunt. You have to search for it. You have to work for it. If it's readily available, not a grail.
Breakdown, because you don't really hear people. That's a great analogy.
Yeah, we might have to post that one because that's a good one.
Let's see, what do we have here? See, here's two pairs. I've actually never had these two pairs next to each other. Let's see, it'll be fun. We can do this together. This is the released pair.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is called like a honeycomb colorway. Oh, I have the box. I can tell you. What do you know? It is called. Oh, my eyes don't work. Black bronze, Summit White, black bronze. So this is the released pair, right here.
Oh, you got the sample? Oh, there he is again.
This is like a commercial from a man.
What's that tag? What's that tag say?
Sample property of
Donnie B. Souls for resale. So here is the sample.
Yeah, I can see the material is a little different, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they are different. So the swoosh on the release pair is like a nubuck. On the sample, it is a black leather. Not a great black leather, but this is a nubuck here on the release. It's all nubuck and leather.
Yeah, I would say
all the colored hits.
The bronze looks a little softer on the release.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. This is a kind of plasticky leather here. Same here. This has more of a grain. The other one is the release is nubuck. This is actually kind of plush and nice. I don't know if that's a little water damage or something. But I mean, for the most part, it's a pretty one-to-one sample. But it's just interesting to see the differences.
Yeah.
And the potentiality. But yeah, you can see there's a big difference there.
Mm-hmm.
This is a lot greener.
Wider. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this pair's been worn. This pair's never come out of that bag before.
Okay.
So it's a little. So we can't judge them there.
This is once again sample size 9, right?
Actually, is this a 9? This one seems a little bigger, but it probably is. Sample tag is really low on this. Yeah. Yes, it is. But this, I mean, this is a final adoption sample, so it shouldn't be that different. So
it's got the tag on it and everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then, so there was, I don't know if I have, I'm sure I have it somewhere, but I don't know where it is. I have a sample of this pair. This is the blue pair that came out. I have this shoe somewhere. I don't know where it is. I can't do a comparison. But clean shoe.
Yeah,
This is
it
a
is.
final adoption.
Clean and simple.
Clean and simple. Yeah, final adoption, GGP. I don't know what all these codes mean, but yeah. But then there is this one. Then we have the unreleased sample. The green color.
Oh, wow.
Look at that leather up there.
And yeah, the leather on these is actually really nice. This is a very nice color.
That gives me old school Eagles.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
green.
Yeah, that's that Randall Cunningham Eagle colorway.
Yeah.
91-yard punt.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is one that didn't happen. There were like 3 different colorways of this white and accent.
I like that green, man.
Yeah, this is
That green is nice.
Yeah, that's a nice shoe. What year is that sample from? Does it say
these
on
are
the
from
tag?
like probably 2 years ago.
Oh, really? That recent?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. These were 24. These were for summer of 24.
Wow.
Yeah, these were just because these all came out around the same time as like this pair, which was not too long ago.
Do you ever get samples in bigger sizes? Or are they all just mainly just like size 9?
No, they're all 9. I very rarely see large samples. Sometimes you'll see a size 13 sample floating around.
Send that my way.
Yeah, if I ever see one. I know. Do you guys know Stuntman Stokes?
Yeah.
He has a pair of like a blue, all blue Tecmo Air Trainer 1, all blue with like the white pixels on the back, and I think that's a sample size 12. So that's a sample, and I think he wears it, and he's not a 9. Maybe it's an 11, but
no, he's 11.5, 12. He's me and him are from the same place.
Oh, okay.
He actually used to buy shoes from me in the Foot Locker.
Oh,
Down there. So yeah, I know stuff, man.
Well, next time you see him, just let him know if he needs to sell those things. I need those.
So
told me,
is that a pair that you don't have that you're tracking down?
Yeah, that's a pair I don't have. I know he has a pair, and I've seen one other person have a pair, which makes me feel like there's got to be 1 or 2 more out there, and eventually I'll get a pair. But he has a pair that's in a size I could wear, so that's what makes it extra attractive.
Yeah.
And now he's worn his pair, so he's already broken them in. So now if I like, they're not even dead stock anymore. I would definitely wear that pair.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. I think I've shown you guys everything I pulled out.
Any Transformer trainers?
I have the Transformer trainers. I do not have a pair with me now. There is a pair of Transformers that I've been trying to find. It was on eBay for a long time, and it's disappeared lately. It was a Transformer pair that had the Autobots logo on the tongue.
On the tongue.
It didn't,
I remember that one.
The Trainer 3?
Yeah,
it was Trainer 3. Yeah,
Trainer 3 with the Autobot logo.
Yeah, that was supposed to be the sample for it.
Yeah, that was a pair.
Let's see.
That was a pair I watched for a long time, and I wasn't in a place to move on that.
Yeah, because he wanted a nice one for it.
Yeah, he did.
What about OG colorways outside of the Medicine Ball Trainer 3s? I know you said you were 6 away, but do you have the other?
No, so there's the first 3 colorways. There's the Medicine Ball, there's the Royal, and then there's the
black and gray one.
No, it's like is it black and gray? No, there's like a white, and there's like the gray and white and blue, like the Columbia colorway. Yeah. I don't have either of those 2 OGs. I have the 2001 retros of them, but those 2 OGs. I only have 1 of the OG. I know Andy has 2 of the OG now.
Mm-hmm.
There is like the dark blue royal pair sitting on eBay right now for I think like 6 that I check in on every once in a while just to see if it's still there.
What size is it?
I think it's my size. I think it's like an 11.
Really?
I'm not sure, but I'm sure I think it is a size I could wear, but that I would wear. Let's see. This is a Japan exclusive lumberjack colorway.
Ooh,
I like that.
Contrast stitching, which is different for the shoe.
You know, definitely that looks like an escape pack.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah, it's got the brown tongue, but with the contrast stitching, it definitely feels very Japan-ish to me.
That brown with the brown suede though.
Yeah. Yes.
Mm-hmm. And the suede has like a linear texture in it, which is kind of interesting. Like you see, it has like a lot of lines in it.
Oh yeah. It's almost like what's that olive grab material? I think that's what they call it.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Was that
olive grab? I think that's how they pronounce it. Olive grab material. It's almost like what they use
on the 5s, the olive 5s.
Yeah, like the olive 5s. Yeah. It's kind of suede-ish, but it still has those fiber
lines in it. Yeah.
This is another weird one.
I've never seen that one before.
I haven't. Yeah.
Just got a little camo on it for some reason, and a smudge. The smudge I don't think is supposed to be there, but there's also camo. The liner. Yeah. Just. I don't know. Again,
No, go ahead.
No, it's just again like I'm looking at them all like now like and talking about it like I don't love this shoe. Like this shoe is nothing actually that special or important. It's not a shoe I would buy per se if I was out looking for sneakers. But it's just about how it sits inside of the larger group and the collection and like seeing how different generations of designers at Nike have approached it, how this thing that was designed in 89 or 86, 87 keeps changing for different generations and having different things applied to it. And it's just interesting to see its progression and evolution.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I think it's interesting because it's a less studied shoe or less popular shoe. Like everyone knows every Jordan 1 that's come out. We all know the colors. Like if you see a color that's never released, everyone knows it's a color that's never released. But like these are all weird colors that like
me personally, I'm not a Jordan 1 fan, and I've never really been a Jordan 1 fan.
I mean, they have a place, and it's a really
they do. It's a historic shoe. It's definitely a historic shoe.
It's also a very versatile shoe and I think it's actually very easy to wear on a day-to-day basis because it basically has no tech. It's a Converse. It's a leather Converse, basically.
Me personally, I would rather wear a Dunk because the Dunks fit my feet better.
Yeah.
And that might be the reason why I'm not really like the Jordan 1 type of fan. The Airships actually fit me better than the Jordan 1. You know, I think that's another shoe that probably would be very versatile with the colorways and stuff like that. But, you know, of course, they're still doing the Jordan 1, but it's definitely a historic shoe. It's just not my cup of tea. But like I said, it could be because it just doesn't fit me how I want it to fit, you know.
And so you brought up the Dunk just now. And, like, I mean, I'm surprised that they're still making Dunks because I thought we were going to be over Dunks because they are so flatlined. But there's a shoe in Nike's catalog, the Court Force Low. This just seems like the perfect pivot from Dunk. There was a time in the 90s and they were doing tons of weird, fun colorways. It wears very similar to a Dunk. It's got a slightly different sole, and I think it's a really like nice and playful variation from a Dunk and they have refused to bring this shoe back. They were everywhere for a while in the 90s, in the 2000s. And when Dunk started to die off, like 4 years ago. I was like, oh, they're gonna bring them out now, and no, they refused. I don't know why. It's going to be such a good shoe,
man.
Yeah, they got great. They have really good paneling, and the high really nice. Those Stussy ones, the purple Stussy Court Force highs are so good.
I still got I don't have that pair, but I still got a pair of Court Force highs. I need to actually break them out. I was in high school and I had a pair of the Court Force lows in the white and neutral gray or natural gray, whichever one you want to choose. When I say superb leather,
those,
and that was a takedown model,
of
a basketball shoe, and it was still coming with great leather. Like, we'll never get those times again, man.
Yeah, there was that Lux line that Nike was pushing for a while. What year was that? That had to be 2007, 2008. Had Lux. They had the Court Force High in. This was again like in that monotone era. It was an all black, really premium suede, all blacked out, black. You could barely. It was so dark you could barely see the panels, and then it had one grommet was like a pale baby blue, like on the like one of the lower grommets, and a white sole, clean white sole, and they did that in the black and the gray, and then they did the Tokis, which was like it was like built to like take on Vans. It was like a Van Chukka. And they did like 2 or 3 different shoes, and they were monotone and really premium leathers. And it was meant for having like an elevated sneaker for the sneaker person that needs to go to the office, I guess. And it was like the adult sneaker. And like, well, we don't always need to have adult sneakers. It was just a really premium makeup of some really interesting and different silhouettes.
He said they did the Court Force splat.
Yeah.
So the Court Forces I got it came out in 2008. It was a part of that Air Max line. So they had like the ones I got are the Air Max 95 Court Force highs.
Oh, that's a good pair.
So then they came out with the lows, which I was trying to get. They had the infrared 90 colorway and design. They had what was the other one they had? They had the University Red from the Air Max 1s. And I want to say they had the Persian Violet from the Air Max BWs.
Right.
And I was trying to find all those to complete the pack, but it's just hard to find them.
Yeah.
It's hard to find those Court Forces, man.
Yeah,
to me, for those I like, though. Oh, yeah. You got anything else you want to show?
No, I think I've gone through everything. I don't think have I not shown enough?
I got one more question. Then
this is my son's pair. This is a small one he wears nowadays. I just thought I'd have that for contrast.
That's still that's the 19 or 14?
This is the 19. No, the 14. Yeah. This is the 14. 14. This pair I got probably in 22. Premium Goods one day posted on their IG. They're like, we found a box in the basement. These are available right now. And I like jetted over there. Like I DM like, I'm coming right now. And I sped down there and got a pair. And then the next day I was like, why did I buy them all? Like, why did I only get one pair? And I messaged him. He's like, no, some Japanese guy came and took every pair.
Oh, wow.
Was it just like the kid sizes?
Yeah, it was just kid sizes. Okay. They just had a box of the kid sizes.
Okay.
So, I
lose a bunch of those.
The box got misplaced. Premium Goods had said some times when they weren't very business minded. It seemed like they weren't opening all the time. It was more of a hobby than a real store. Right. I'm not going to say that now. They're really doing their thing these days. But there was a minute about 7-8 years ago when they weren't really a store. They were more of a hobby. I'll put it that way.
So my last question would be, what is that one pair or multiple pairs of trainer 1s or trainer 3s or your favorite that eludes you that you just can't get?
I I mean, I'll say there's three. There is there's the chlorophyll trainer 3 that I know is out there. I don't know how many exist anymore. And the Talib Kweli beautiful ones, train of thought, trainer 1. I think it's the beautiful ones. That pair is a pair that I really want. I've seen it pop up every once in a while, and maybe it's not a grail, and I'm just not rich enough to own it. But I really like it, and I'd like to get it at some point. I know someone that has a pair, and I've told them, I was like, just let me hold them for you. Like, I'll take whenever you need them back, you can have them back, but I'll keep them in my storage unit, so you don't have to keep them in your storage unit. So I think it's the chlorophyll trainer 3 and then the Talib Kweli trainer 1 are the two those are like the grail level.
So that's what you consider a grail, something that's just so hard to obtain.
Yeah, it's actual. It's not artificial scarcity, not to borrow a term. It's actually scarce. It doesn't exist. It's not sitting on a shelf somewhere gaining dust. It's just like it's lost. It's it's somewhere, and they either know what it is and they want it, or they don't know what it is and they don't know, they haven't thrown it away yet. It's missing. It's not in circulation. And then one day it'll pop up and it'll be in circulation because everything comes up eventually. We live in a world where people don't throw things away and they eventually find their way to where they need to go. So I think I'll get them eventually. I'm more focused on the trainer 3s. It would be nice to have the Kweli pair, just because that was a promo only, like friends and family pair, and they're weird and cool. And I mean, they're pretty, like, they are kind of reminiscent of this pair. It's the same color hues and same language of colors. Those browns.
That brown is just, man, that brown is amazing.
Yeah, they do. You know, we were saying earlier they don't do a lot of brown sneakers, but I'm looking at a lot of brown sneakers right now. I mean, these are all brown. Brown. Yeah, there's a lot of brown sneakers, it turns out. I didn't realize.
Man, be careful with those 88s, man. Be careful.
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Well, I'm good on the questions. Y'all got anything else y'all want to ask?
I think I have one or two more questions. So you were at the event in New York last month.
Yeah.
What were your takeaways from the event? How did you feel about it?
I went in with very low expectations.
Okay.
To reference your conversation, your 2 episodes ago, I'm a big fan of gatekeeping. I think gatekeeping is important in communities because you have to earn your position. Just like it's not like you have to earn your place. Like, and I don't know how you earn different people earn their place differently. I know you, I'm here talking to you today, and I've been to campus and been to Aaron's events because I became friendly with Andy. And Andy and I just started talking on IG about Supreme, about AirTech challenges, about both being young fathers, or not young fathers, new fathers, and just like bonded over that and have just had a friendship. And that's how I earned my place, by having an interest, about being curious and having a friend, making a friend with Andy, and that's how I earned my place. So I'm okay with gatekeeping. I like smaller rooms with less people, with deeper conversations. So I had low expectations because I saw the RSVP list. I saw that like the 250 people said they were coming. And so I went in with low expectations. It was a much better experience than I thought it was going to be. There were not 250 people there, and everyone seemed earnest and interested and wanted to be there and wasn't there for like hype. They didn't think there was going to be a surprise drop or anything. It was just about community and sharing an interest in these things. It was cool for Jeff to host. I know he's really been he's been hosting a lot of events there. It was my first time in the store since he took over that space. I thought there was going to be more time for storytelling. They said that like we took a little break, and I thought we were going to come back because I planned on talking, but it never came back to that. No, but it was a nice event. I know that I think Aaron thought a lot of us brought too many shoes to Portland last year, and I feel like he felt like there weren't enough shoes at the Staples store event. So we haven't really figured out the right amount.
The sweet spot.
Yeah. No, but I had a lot of fun, and it was good to connect with people. Again, like I was kind of like, again, a little shy at that event. Like I rolled up on my own. I knew a couple of people there. Tom and I talked for a bit, but I didn't know a ton of the people there, and I was just kind of like listening a lot. I like to listen in, talk to some people here and there, meet some people that I follow, and then it was much more chill and relaxed, which may be because there was that huge Palace drop and a lot of people were distracted and didn't come, or maybe they just weren't interested in that. I don't know. We could have used some beverages. It was a little dry. It was also a little long for there being no food or anything, but I don't know. I guess we're in a retail store. Jeff isn't gonna put it out like that. No, but it was a good event. I had fun. I enjoyed myself. I would say it was my least favorite of the 4 events I've gone to around Aaron and his It's the Stories That Matter.
Mm-hmm.
The Soho House events were just great. They're like, you're basically, you feel like you're in like a grand living room, sitting on nice couches, having a cocktail on a Sunday afternoon in Soho, and it's just like, I mean, that's a nice day. And then like the Portland experiences those are special. They are frenetic. There's a lot of energy. There's a lot of movement, and there's so much to see and so many conversations going on. So that's like a lot of energy. And that's great. Those are great events, and there's like ebbs and flows in that day. But like, yeah, the latest one was good. It wasn't the best, but I mean, I think I don't know if every event needs to be the same, and I think that they all serve different purposes. And I think Aaron's probably trying to talk to different people in different events and trying to work that chemistry differently and figure out how many old guys he needs there and how many young kids he needs there and how many like the conversations are always going to be better when there's more diversity in the room,
right?
Like we definitely need to have more women in the room. We need to have younger people in the room. And because it's just, we all have different perspectives and we all have different feelings and different favorites, but like it all comes from the same desires and the same feelings. So I think opening the window or the doors to other people is good. I think you just need to do it in the correct way, and by letting more people in, you don't want to start cutting people out. Like I don't want to be cut out, and I feel like I'm an easy person to cut out. I'm not the most active person in the community. I'm not the most vocal and talkative and gregarious in public. But
I think we kind of had that conversation when we had Aaron on here, and I wanted to kind of like piggyback off of what you were saying about the gatekeeper. How do you feel about him expanding it? You know, putting like, because now, you know, you can register yourself,
right? You
know, like if you want to attempt to go to the gathering in Portland, you know, you can pre-register.
Oh, can you? Can anyone? Is it open to anyone now? I didn't know that one was open too.
Well, it's more of you can pre-register, but it doesn't mean that you're going to get an invite. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, real? Oh, I didn't. I should read the whole email. I didn't read the whole email.
Well, it's on. I think the pre-registration is in the bio on It's the Stories That Matter.
Okay.
So yeah, you can, of course, the people that have already been, they will reach out to as well. But
Right.
yeah, I think you can pre-register on there.
Mm-hmm.
See about getting a spot, because I know it's going to be more people.
Yeah, for the one at the Staples store, when they sent out the document and you had to fill it out, I just put my name and I figured like, oh, I'm an alumni, I'm gonna get in. And then when I saw 250, 300 people at RSVP'd, I'm like, oh wait, maybe I was actually supposed to like fill out all those questions and like try and earn my spot. I didn't know, so I was a little nervous at first that oh, I'm not gonna get in. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then it turned out everyone got in, I think, or was extended an invite.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm not in the room with the brain trust and the guys that are actually running everything.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I like the community. I like talking with people and sharing these experiences. And yeah, it should grow. I mean, and I think there'll be some natural matriculation. People will drop out. People will be busy. Not everyone can always go. And but
I think that's where Aaron's heart is. He's all about people, man, and he wants to include everybody.
Mm-hmm. He does. Yeah, he does. I think he actually does. But I would have reservations about that. I think we're not trying to have a party. We're trying to have like conversations. And when you get to a certain size, it's not a conversation anymore. Yeah. It's either a lecture and it's like one or two people talking, or it's a party. And I'm not interested in.
Yeah.
Parties are not why I'm coming here.
Gotcha. No, I understand.
Yeah. So, but I'm happy to be involved and invited as long as I can be. And if it starts to grow to something I'm not as comfortable in, then I will start to back away. And maybe I age out. I don't know. Or maybe I don't go to every event. I go to every other event. He might also start scaling the event so you know that this is a large event. This is a small event. And there's and that's fine. That's.
I'm just wondering if they're gonna maybe turn it into something to where not like a sneaker con, but where they do go to like maybe a few different cities. You know what I mean? Yeah, like maybe come down to Atlanta or like Dallas. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Or some places like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. I don't know. I mean, I think at this point, I feel like Aaron has bases in New York and in Portland. I don't know if he's situated anywhere else. So I think it's kind of based upon his proximity to those places.
Yeah. My bad, Caddy. I didn't mean to. I know you had
you're good. You're good. The one other question I have, being that you're from New York City area, if Hop and Black were to come to New York City, where are 3 places that you think they should go?
3 places they should go. Okay. This is a good question. I feel like I have answers for this. Now I have to think about it. In any respect, or you're saying like sneaker related?
Any respect. It could be sneaker related. Okay. It could be.
I already know one place I'm going.
Ooh, there's one place that I wouldn't mind maybe checking out too. Cat's Deli. I definitely want to.
Oh, Cat's Delicatessen is a classic. I like it. It's a bit of a tourist trap nowadays, but I
see it on.
But I think the food still stacks up, and I still think I think it's kind of worth it. Like I go maybe once a year, but there's an experience there that I think it's a great experience to have. All right, so this is a good place to go. That's a good place to go. Then, I mean, I'm a big foodie. I eat out a lot. My favorite restaurant actually went out of business, but they're reopening again. It's this place called Ugly Baby. It's very authentic Thai food. It's like Thai street food, and it is insanely spicy, and like to the point where people have like hallucinations, and it's like really. I find it really.
I must go. I gotta.
I find it. They're really interesting flavors. It's like sours and bitters and different. Like they're just very interesting flavors to me, and I really enjoy that place a lot. I also think, there's this place in Brooklyn. It's called Brennan and Carr.
Yeah, that's what this guy just
somebody
said.
Alan Goodman just typed that.
Yo, Alan, I've known Alan since elementary school. That's my guy.
Salute, bro. Appreciate you coming through, Alan.
Yeah. Super producer Doc Strange. Brennan and Carr is an amazing restaurant. They make a roast beef sandwich. They make all the roast beef in house, and it's hot roast beef. And basically, it's cut to order and then they take the meat between tongs and they dip it into a vat of beef broth. Then they take it out, they put cheese on top, dip it in again to melt the cheese. Then they put it on the bottom of the bun and then dip the bottom of the bun and the meat in. And then they put the bun on top and hand it to you. And now you have to eat a soggy, hot sandwich. And it's delicious.
Wow.
That's really good. I'm also a big fan of Scar's Pizza. I know that one does a lot of hype, but it's really good pizza.
Kay, you've been there a couple times, haven't you?
I've been to Scar's once. Yeah. Scar's is really good.
Yeah. And then I mean, in terms of other things, like I'm really into architecture, so I think like there's a lot of great buildings. I think the original Whitney Museum is a great building and a great experience. And it's a gallery now for Christie's, and it's a free kind of visit into an amazing building. I think that's a great thing to see. And then walking the Brooklyn Bridge is also something you should do if you're in New York City. Something I didn't do till much later in life, and I kind of regretted it. And living here in New York, you kind of take those things for granted. But
I didn't
Brooklyn Bridge is pretty amazing.
Until I was like 34.
It was much later in my life before I did that.
That's kind of like where I live. I'm by beaches, and I take it for granted. But it's like you don't want to fight through all them tours and stuff. Like that. And it's pretty until a hurricane comes through.
Yeah.
I know for me, the thing I would want to do is, which I wish we should have did, but it is what it is go to the Knicks game. That was my that's one thing I do want to do.
Madison Square Garden is a lot of fun, and the Knicks right now especially. I mean that's a pricey day though.
I know it is.
Yeah,
but a Knicks playoff game. Oof.
So I was listening to I was in preparation for today. I was listening to a couple of the episodes, and my son was walking around the house, and there was the episode where you got 2 weeks ago when you guys were talking about this is Boston's year, and he started laughing hysterically. I was like, dude, this is 2 years ago. This is 2 weeks ago. They didn't know what was going to happen.
We had no clue
at all.
So he'll be happy to hear that I shouted him out. He's 9 years old, and he's a huge Knicks fan right now.
Man!
And I tried to explain to him. I was like, "You've been watching the Knicks for 3 years, and they've been pretty good to very good these last 3 years. And like, it's not always going to be like this. You will get your heart broken. It's not always going to be happy. You will have short seasons that only last 82 games.
Don't show him any Michael Jordan highlights from back in the day.
No Jordan highlights, no Reggie Miller highlights.
No Reggie Miller, yeah.
Not even Scottie Pippen.
No. But no, right now it's a good time to be a Knicks fan.
Yeah, man. Well, Jay, we appreciate you coming on, man.
I appreciate you guys having me.
2 hour mark. I know you said earlier, bro.
This has been an amazing episode.
Yeah, it really kind of. I'm gonna be honest with you, kind of touched me, man. You said you don't really talk to people like that, so just me reaching out and you, with no hesitation, said, "Yeah, man, I'll come on." It really means a lot.
I mean, so I'm always like, I have an aversion to small talk. But for real conversations, even with anyone, I will have a real conversation and sit down for 2 hours and talk to someone. Do I want to talk to someone for 2 minutes? No, I don't want to do that. But if anyone that wants to sit down and really chop it up, I'm always down for that. This is the first podcast I've ever done, and I was really excited when you reached out, and I was more than happy to be here. I'm honored, and I appreciate it.
I can't even tell, man.
Yeah,
I can't
know,
tell
right?
this is your first one.
No, first time ever, and
you fit right in, bro. I'm telling you, you fit right in, bro, from the start.
Well, and anytime you need someone, if you need an extra guest or you need someone, just give me a call. I'm always around, and this has been a pleasure. I'm happy to get in before you hit the 100 mark, episode 98. So,
and you know, like I said, it means a lot, bro, for you to say what you said and for you to come on with us and just take your time out. And I've enjoyed this show, man. Everything that you showed, the conversation,
thank you.
Your thought process, you know what I'm saying? It's different than what a lot of people have came on the show and said, man.
I feel like I approach it differently, and I was kind of excited to kind of talk about it and talk about where I come from, and it also helps me kind of sometimes talking it out with other people helps you see it differently and helps you explore the idea. So it's nice to have a sounding board.
I'm gonna say this, and you know, I didn't say this before, and somebody else said it before on this show. Hey, man, we're known to be therapists, man, on this thing. You know, we know to be therapists, man.
like you were saying, you know, we was talking, and you say life, you know, life is life. For a lot of us right now, and to come and to have these conversations is getting away from the reality of situations, and it is therapeutic. It helps. You know what I mean? You know, having a rough day, and you get in here and get to hang out with the fellas and talk about what we love.
Unwind, not think about the other things, and it's good.
You know, so
this has been great, and I appreciate what you guys do for the community. The show is great. And,
we appreciate that, man.
We appreciate that, man. That means a lot.
We love talking about what we talk about. We ain't here trying to get monetized or you know, we don't ask for money or anything like that. It's, you know, just what we love to do, man. We love talking to people such as yourself and the people that we've had on, man, genuine people. That's one thing that Tom says, man, just be you, just be yourself. You know, and don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick.
You definitely said that.
Yeah, you know. Shout out to Tom. Shout out to Tom, man. So
that should be that should be on a t-shirt for him.
That's his stories that matter. Don't be a dick.
That's a good one. That's a good one, man. But like I said, man, thank you once again for coming on.
My pleasure. This was great.
It's been a pleasure and an honor to have you on, man. I appreciate you taking the time out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you, man. We appreciate it.
Yeah, so don't go nowhere. We're gonna we fixing to end the live, but don't go nowhere yet. You know.
Okay.
We'll talk backstage real quick for a minute. So
cool.
I'm Hop 18, and I'm gonna pass it off to my peoples.
I'm Black.
Yeah.
Caddy.
J Trainer.
And we are out. We're RetroTalk Forum. I'm Hot Dog 18. You can find me on IG, and I'm gonna pass it over to my brother. This way.
What's good, people? It's your boy Black Ass Out, aka BAA, aka Sneakers.